This morning on The Dish, we travel over the Brooklyn Bridge to Tang's. The Chinese restaurant opened last December with great anticipation as it paired two men well known in the New York food scene from opposite sides of the bridge. To get a taste of their modern Cantonese American food, Nancy Chen visits the traditionally Italian-American Brooklyn neighborhood of Carroll Gardens.
People call it old school. As the years goes on, there's always change, but the roots are strong here.
Over the decades, plenty has evolved in Brooklyn's idyllic Carroll Gardens neighborhood.
This is one of the main streets in your neighborhood.
Yeah, this is Henry Street.
But for chef Lamboglia, it's the deep Italian-American culture, anchored by places like Mazzola Bakery, that drew him here in the first place.
But it's going to be like a little bit spicy, and then it's sort of like any ends of the meats that you want to put in it.
The lard bread, a local favorite.
Take a piece
Do I
off.
just
Rip
take
it
a
off.
chunk?
Yeah, rip it right off.
All right, it smells delicious. Ooh.
Lamboglia, who began working in Italian delis at age 11, has recently added to the neighborhood, with 4 restaurants of his own.
So this was the first place you opened in the neighborhood?
Yeah, we just turned 3 in May.
That includes the beloved favorite, Cafe Spaghetti, where one longtime food critic dubbed the pasta the best he's tasted all year. Then 2 years ago, he was approached about taking over a vacant space just a few blocks away.
And right away I thought Chinese.
Why was it a Chinese restaurant that came
You know
to mind?
what? I grew up in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. My parents are both born in Naples, Italy. And we didn't go out to eat Italian food. We went out to eat Chinese food.
Congratulations,
Thank you
man.
so much. And I felt that was missing in this little patch of Carroll Gardens.
So what was that reaction when you said, hey, I'm going to open up a Chinese-American restaurant here?
No one believed it.
What he needed, he decided, was a partner, someone like Wilson Tang.
I have never opened a restaurant in Brooklyn. I'm a Manhattan kid, Chinatown kid.
Tang also grew up in restaurants. His family is behind Nam Wah, the oldest continuously running restaurant in New York's Chinatown. That Tang has expanded to 3 more locations. And he's also a partner in Cha Cha Tang, an eatery serving Hong Kong-style Cantonese dishes in New York's West Village. After the two connected through mutual friends, the result is Tang's. Nostalgic Chinese-American cuisine with elevated hospitality and neighborhood vibes.
It's not the typical Chinese takeout with the bulletproof glass, you know. It's a
Still
lot
good
nicer.
though. Still very good. Still very good though.
Overseeing the kitchen is Chef Dorn Wong, who helped prepare the meal for our dish. We start with a cucumber salad tossed in soy sauce, cilantro, and chili sauce.
So it's really, really bright, light, great for starting.
It's very refreshing.
Wonton chips with a house dipping sauce, this one freshly made.
You know, I remember when I was a kid, like my dad would make like 5-gallon those soy sauce buckets, like just gallons and gallons of sauce, and they would last for weeks.
Yeah.
Over the meal, I also got a taste of some New York City sarcasm.
Do I scoop it out and...
Oh, that's more than enough.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's good. Here, take some of that.
Yeah, save some for us too. You know, if we're gonna.
I'm sorry, we're supposed to share.
Yeah.
There's plenty of Tang's egg rolls, though, to go around.
This is your epitome of classic Chinese American, right?
Times 100.
Yeah, times 100.
Big
yeah.
egg roll.
A Tang family recipe updated for the restaurant.
To me, it's a staple.
It's really nostalgic too. I don't think there's any like really Chinese American restaurants that don't have an egg roll
Yep.
on their menu.
Yep.
And we can't skip over the dim sum, which includes plenty of dumplings and pot stickers.
They're very hot, right out of the steamer.
Oh.
The way it should be. The way it should be. So good. My favorite.
The love of restaurants is something both men inherited. After graduating college, Tang worked on Wall Street, but eventually changed course, just like Lamboglia, unable to resist the lure of the family business.
We're both restaurant kids at the end of the day. I mean, like both our parents were immigrants too. For my family, my dad has been in the restaurant business since he came in the 70s.
And I know for you, your dad was a chef and your uncles were a butcher and a baker.
Yeah. Everyone pretty much just worked in food growing up. My dad, who now works at Cafe Spaghetti, makes all the tiramisu.
Oh, your dad still works there?
He still works there, yeah. Fuck you, Kat. With the cup, yeah. His first job in America was on Mulberry Street, right in Little Italy.
You come from two different neighborhoods, two different walks of life, but very similar upbringings.
Our dads worked pretty much in the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
My father worked down on Mulberry Street for almost 20 years. They probably walked past each other many days.
Yeah, my dad was on Mott Street, just one block over.
That brings us to our second course.
This is the main event. These are some of our most popular entrees.
They include branzino, pan-seared, skinned down in a black bean sauce.
And here we have,
The
ta-da!
big reveal. Ooh.
And of course, fried rice. Lamboglia and Tang are also tinkering with ways of making some classic dishes their own.
This is our General Tso's sesame chicken cutlet. It's sort of like this Brooklyn American Chinese style.
Yeah.
A lot of sesame seeds crusted with that cutlet, then we pan-sear it, and then that delicious brown sauce over the top.
A relatively new addition to a menu that's likely to evolve along with their partnership.
So this is actually one of my favorites at the restaurant, where we both are able to kind of like look at it and identify it as a New York, Brooklyn, New York kind of thing, where we're kind of bridging cultures between Cantonese American, Chinese American, however you want to call it. As long as you enjoy it, that's all we ask for.
That's it.
We're enjoying it all
No,
right.
we certainly are. Like the spaghetti noodle, came from China, okay?
And they sent us the vegetable lo mein, that cucumber salad.
The
and what you're
branzino.
looking at there is the branzino with black bean sauce, and then some of the pot stickers, the little dumplings, which are amazing. I finished mine already. I'm halfway through this.
But I have to say that the cucumber salad is spectacular.
But it is tastes of childhood from the Chinese American stuff you remember with just a little twist. Great stuff.
Absolutely.